Hey guys, my name is Pete Adams. We started doing this dietitian lifestyle, so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown about who we are and what we do, and why I guess we're in this position to be able to give you advice and provide you with some guidance and experience from what we've done. So where did I start? So I did my undergraduate degree at Charles Sturt University in Wagga, so in the sticks. And so why did I go to Charles Sturt? I got early entry acceptance into the uni. It was easy. I lived in Wagga, country bumpkin through and through, and didn't really want to go anywhere else. And when I was studying, I just wanted to focus on doing that. So moving and going somewhere out of my comfort zone was not me. So after that, I pretty much got into private practice straight away. I was offered a job with a local dietitian, and she already ran a private practice, and I thought, why not? So I started with her. Probably about 3 months in, she decided to pull the pin and offered me her clinics, and that's when I embarked on the journey of private practice myself. So I started working a little bit for myself, and then halfway through that, I ended up getting, in the first year anyway, offered a job with the Murrumbidgee Medicare Locals at the time, which was a primary health group. And so that's when I started to develop a lot of my chronic disease management and just general dietitian skills. So I travelled a lot, went out to clinics and would see people out in the clinics, probably up to 2 hours away. And on top of that, ran and managed and worked in my private practice. So I worked 3 days a week for there and then a couple for myself. And I continued to do that for a couple of years. I then decided to change tact after a little bit, and I started work with a genetic testing company, and that was really, really fun. I got to do a little bit of genetic counselling, nutrigenomics, and really built my skills in that respect. I continued again to run my private practice and still saw clients throughout the week. And then 2 years into my gene and the genetic counselling, it just fell away, and I then decided that's it, I'm going to embark on private practice 100%, and I started working 100% for myself. So that was probably about maybe 6 years in. So I really kind of just stuck with those two jobs. It sounds like I've bounced around. Over those time, I became an accredited SOS, feeding, fussy eating skills accredited practitioner, which I've continued to put into practice. So I was sort of SOS trained. I started to develop a lot of interest and passion for complex chronic disease management, particularly diabetes and cholesterol management, because I saw a lot of it, and I worked in practices that allowed me to see a lot of trends with biochemistry. So I would do a lot of additional reading and an ongoing practice in that, so become quite skilled in the management of those conditions. I also developed a really strong interest in gastrointestinal nutrition and dysfunction, and continued to build my skills through going to regular seminars at Royal Prince Alfred Allergy Clinic. I went there and did a full day's worth of work experience early on in my practice, and then continued to build on top of that. And then I started to see a lot of clients' first conditions, and I've continued to do additional reading, and up here. So, at the end of those, for 6 years in Wagga, I decided to embark on a career change and move to the Sunshine Coast, which I am here now. And I continue to operate my business remotely, and I have, had a couple of dietitians that have continued to work for me. So over that time, my business still stands, it's still afloat, it's going really, really well. So I guess from that perspective, I'm able to provide a little bit of insight into running a private practice and maintaining a reasonable private practice industry. And then on top of that, being a really good clinical practitioner, because I've had a lot of time working, with clients, and then certainly being able to build my skills. I've done so more since I've been up here. So I've actually got a grad cert in pediatric nutrition, and I completed that about a year ago now. So I see a lot of children, a lot of families with issues, be it allergies, intolerance, growth feeding, fussy eating, etc., and the skills of my SOS training, as well as the grad cert in paediatric nutrition, has certainly complemented the two. So my current role here is managing a range of dietitians and also running my own business, plus seeing clients here on the Sunshine Coast. And most of the clients that I see would be complex disease, a lot of gastrointestinal nutrition, and I work with a lot of gastroenterologists here on the coast. And again, being able to feed off each other and boost our own skills, I'm really, really well placed in that respect, and have added a lot of value and changed a lot of lives when it comes to the management of IBS and lots of other bowel conditions. So that's where I'm sitting at the moment. Hopefully it gives you a bit of an overview about where I've come from and what I currently do, and how long it takes to get there as well too. So 8-9 years out now, I feel well equipped to be able to provide you with a decent amount of insight about business and also clients.